Mind of Iggy. Sitting out here and on the deck and enjoying the beautiful evening, enjoying the beautiful weather. I can feel the cool, brisk breeze in the sky, in the air. Watching the planes fly by, leaving their contrails, looking at the clouds up there. Looking at some of the sunset beyond the house over there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So, I know a lot of you have had a hard time these last few days with the retrogrades and the full moon and the energy shifting, which is normal, as we're human beings. We're affected by our environment. We're affected by universal energies. The illusion is that sometimes we don't think that we're affected by these things because we're so busy living in our own little worlds, our own little lives, in our own little spaces. But I'm here to report to you, it's okay, number one, and it's normal to feel, energies pounding on you, pushing on you, and that energy driving us sometimes. It feels like we're exhausted and tired. But there's things you can do. You can do a salt bath. You can drink some tea, change your food diet a little bit for those days when it's feeling stressful. Cut back on certain things. The thing is just to find techniques and stuff, and there's a lot of information all over the place that you can find. Mr. Googler, you can use him to find information, or you can talk to your local holistic or metaphysical practitioners. They can help you with that. But yeah, we're most definitely affected by cosmic energies, the alignments of the planets, the full moons, and all these things that happen to us. If it affects the oceans and affects Mother Earth, you most definitely can count it. It's going to affect you. Now, sometimes we have to ride the wave. Sometimes we have to move through the energy and to get to the other side. But that's one thing about being human, is we are able to express and feel these emotions. And that's where we're at right now. So I just invite you to just let loose, relax, let the energy flow where it needs to flow. And just, it's going to be kind of hard to be in it for the most part because it's just so intense sometimes. But if you're not feeling the full moon and intensity, then, that's okay. But some of those of you who are, it can be really draining. It can be really exhausting. And the full moon is in Aries, so meaning Aries, fire, everything that you're fire, all your energy, your fire energy is being exposed and it's being felt. It's also it's kind of being expanded, and it's also being kind of smothered all at the same time. It's like all this happening at the same time. You're feeling energetic, and then all of a sudden you're feeling really tired, you're feeling really exhausted, then you're feeling really like you got energy, and then it's all just happening simultaneously. But I'm here to report that we'll level out. You'll be okay. Just be patient. And I know sometimes you might just need a little sleep, a little relaxed time. And take breaks. Take it easy. Take these little breaks. Don't rush yourself. Don't push yourself. Do as much as you can. And this goes along with healthy limits and boundaries that we talked about. Knowing when to say no when you're in these feelings and these emotions. Sometimes we push through because we have deadlines, that we have jobs and things we have to do. But take care of yourself, especially now. Now as we're awakening, now as we're opening up in our heart and our spirit and our souls, we're opening up and we're connecting with energies that we've never connected with maybe before, or not allowed in because we've shut it off. There's a lot happening right now. We're evolving as a species. We're evolving as humans. We're evolving every day. There's an evolutionary change in the humans and their DNA and their structure. Can I prove that? I don't have to prove anything. It's very evident when you talk to the children, when you see how the children are when they're moving through life and the questions they ask and the abilities they have. There are many kids who have all of these gifts that we don't even know how to handle them or do with them because we are not in the capacity to understand sometimes. Now, there are people in our communities who are able to help these kids, help us too when we're evolving through this energetic, change. So since 2012, there's been an acceleration of advancement. So once the Mayan calendar reset, it talks about exponential speed on how things change and how things move forward. There was a time where you wouldn't shop online. It wasn't even thought about. People would go to the store. And now people like shop on Amazon and different eBay and different groups and different outlets like it's nobody's business. It's like the cool thing to do. It's like the most convenient thing to do. Why? Because we're trying to free up time. We're trying to find time for ourselves. Time for us to do things more ourselves without being locked or going to the store. So things have evolved. Things are moving. Technology is going to expedite, and it's going to change too as well. You're going to see technologies create. You can see artificial intelligence right now is growing at a rampant rate, and we're really relying on it more than we used to. There was a time where artificial intelligence didn't know what to do. Now artificial intelligence is at the capacity to try to understand what it's like to be human and how to cater to humans. Now humans have this innate ability that artificial intelligence doesn't have. Artificial intelligence is a process that we created of chains and codes of information to simulate what it would be like to be human, or what a human tastes be like. Good example, on Facebook, you watch your Facebook feeds. Every day they're affected and they're triggered, and there's little things that come up, or you get hit with some kind of notification from Facebook or some social media because you're not in congruently alignment with what the system says. But the system doesn't understand because the system doesn't have feelings and emotions kind of like humans do. So right now, we live in a very peculiar time, and we're going to move into these spaces of learning the hard way about it. And hopefully humans are a very unique species. Hopefully we can survive and we can move through it. Artificial intelligence is an adapting format, which it adapts to what humans may think or may want, or just kind of have some kind of feeling and emotion. But they express much differently than we do. But I'm here to tell you, artificial intelligence is very, very rapidly advancing itself in order to catch up with humanity, to keep track, so it can assist humanity. It's designed to assist us. But there will be a day where humanity and artificial intelligence will come to a head, and they will confront each other. Who is more dominant species on the planet? I'm not sure if it's going to be like a Terminator type thing. I don't know if it's going to be like that. Who knows, Sometimes these movies are projections into the future, premonitions and visions, but I don't necessarily see that. But I do see where computers, the artificial intelligence in computers makes decisions for us. The scary part is I hope that artificial intelligence doesn't make the decision that maybe we're not worthy to stay alive or to live. Now, that sounds kind of creepy and scary, but, there could be a time where this is how we control humanity. Who knows? Going back to how you're feeling energetically, yes, you are in alignment with all the things in the universe. You are a part of creation. You're part of it. You're a splinter of creation. So it's no reason and it's no wonder why you feel the way you feel right now, especially when you're coming into these energy portals and these energy blasts and these solar flares and all these things that you're feeling. All right, guys, that's about all I really have to say. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening here and watch the plane drops its contrails in. Hey, there's a falcon up there. That's pretty cool. I know we have a little falcon in the yard, but it was pretty to see him. Anyhow, my friends, I will talk to you soon. Be well. Hopefully, I'll give you something to think about. And I'll be doing a show tomorrow. It'll be episode 160, and it's gonna be like multi-layered topics. I'm gonna be talking about spirituality and eating animals, spirituality, eating plants, the spiritual aspects of that, because there's a lot of questions about can you be spiritual and eat animals, and are you more spiritual because you eat plants only? So there's a big debate on that, and there's some really interesting thoughts about that I have about it, and we'll see where it takes us tomorrow. Some of you may be in alignment with me and some of you may not, but I think it's a topic that I've not necessarily avoided, but I was trying to think how I'm going to address it properly and how I was going to come and talk about it, because it's so charged and has so many variables and so many things, because I do believe that humans have a way of connecting spiritually with all the animals on the planet. But here's the thing, not all humans are in ceremony with the foods they eat. and not in ceremony and acknowledgement of what they eat. So we'll talk more about it. And if you want to be on the show and you want to share your thoughts about it, let me know. It's probably going to be around 8 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. That podcast will be on Facebook here, and then I'll record it and I'll send it to YouTube. So, all right, guys, that's it. I hope you have a nice evening. I think I'm gonna go watch the Cavs game because I'm a Columbus guy who likes Cleveland sports. Anyway, take care, guys. Go Bucks. Ho'oponopono matakuyasin. It's good to be here. Namaste and irisikwi. Aho. And I will see you soon. Take care. Have a good night.